Well, hello YouTube, how's it going? Buster here for the Ayrshire Adventure Biker. So, Tuesday night after work, turned out to be kind of a nice day. I know it's kind of cloudy over there, but well, we're going to go over to East Kilbride, so I'm at the New Millins, but not normally at. So obviously do that because I don't want to be filming directly outside my house. So we're going to head over to East Kilbride, visit my cousin. We're going to go the back roads, which is up there the mountain. Call it a mountain, it's a hill. But should be good fun. Hopefully, I know that last video wasn't really edited very well. Had some issues with my editing. I did sort out the levels for the recordings, but for some reason when I transferred it didn't transfer with the settings that I'd put on it. And I also had a wee kind of start screen, finish screen, and that kind of disappeared as well, so I don't know where that went to. So I live in East Ayrshire, and a wee, don't know who was waving at me there, don't know who that was. Yeah, so I live in East Ayrshire in a wee village slash town called New Millins, but the locals call it New Mills. So I'm going to East Kilbride, so I could either go all the way down this A71 to Strathern and then take a left towards East Kilbride. But I'm going to go up through the back roads, which is quite kind of gravelly and stuff like that. So it's quite a fun wee road. I've also got a friend that owns a company called DMS, and his yard's kind of out that way as well, so shout out to DMS, David Murdoch Services. So yeah, it's good. So this is the kind of way I would go if I'm going on my bike, rather than the boring A71 all the way to Strathern, because it can be kind of monotonous. And yeah, so also I'm not wearing my full Adventure X suit. I'm wearing a pair of armoured jeans, and I'm wearing an RST kind of casual armoured jacket. It's Kevlar and stuff like that. So this is the jacket that I had with me in Luxembourg, and when I was my brother's wife's, he suggested that I kept my panniers and stuff at his house, because we were just going to the hotel and then travelling from the hotel every day. I'd left my jeans and this jacket, and I wish I never, because it was absolutely roasting over there. So this jacket's good for the winter. I was going to buy the RST mesh, I think it's the S1 mesh, but I wasn't a big fan of that, because at least this one's cool. Look at this nugget. This one is cool, but if it does shower or rain, it's still waterproof. Yeah, it's a nice jacket. This kind of casual as well, so you can wear. You could, if you stop somewhere, you can wear it kind of out, and it doesn't look out of place. The only thing is you've got armour. But that's a nice jacket. I'm quite OCD that way. if I go RST, I'll go everything RST, I'll not just go. So as I said before, if RST made helmets and they were good helmets, I would buy one of them as well. Well, according to the weather forecast, it's meant to be dry but cloudy, so hopefully that the cloud stays as cloudy and not wet. I'm not going about for long anyway. This is mainly to kind of check, because I think that the reason why it was really windy in my last video was I had the vent opened in the front, because with this helmet you need there's a cover at the front vent that you can open to let air in, but you take that off to fit the camera mount, and I had never shut the one on the inside. There's an actual opening on the inside, so I never shut that, but I have now. So hopefully that resolves it. So I'm going to show you what I mean by my TF, when I said in the last video talking about my TFT screen, the way I do my sat nav and stuff. I've got my sat nav in, I don't really need it, but I have got the Ultimate Add-ons case there, just in case I decide to go a wee bit off route. So it's quite gravelly just now here, and I'm on tour mode. I can actually feel the back end sliding a wee bit. So I'm going to put my tail down to second, because you shouldn't be really going that fast in that gear in this. So I want to change it to gravel. So that's me in the usual one. Takes a couple of, because I'm moving, it takes a couple of seconds. That's off-road, that's gravel. So the ABS is off. So that's how easy it is doing it with the way I've got my setup. Whereas if I had my sat nav through that, I would have to come off my sat nav onto my settings, change it, and then put my sat nav back on. And as I said, I don't. Yeah, I could stop and do it, but sometimes I decide, especially if I'm out myself, I'll decide I'm just going to go left and go on that gravel road, and I don't want to be messing about with it when I'm on the fly, so to speak. So does it give you a lot of information on that? It's obviously a lot more than what it is be on the small screen below. But it still tells you that your ABS is off, your torque control, and your engine braking's up full, and your power's up full. So it's a lot better than. It's better so ABS than this, because if I'm coming round this corner and a car comes round here, there's no very many cars here, they don't really come up here. But if it happened to do, but you see this, I'll do this and there'll be a car coming. If I was to come round this corner and slam my brakes on, I'm going to come off the bike, because the ABS will kick in. But whereas gravel, ABS is off, so it'll not. What you don't want to do is slam your brakes, ABS kicks in, and then you get some traction and your wheel just spits you off. So yeah, I'll just turn to gravel for this bit. Then just as I come up, there's a bit up here that I just come onto a pavement, so I'll just turn it back onto tour mode. That's the only three functions I really use on my Africa Twin, is tour mode, gravel or off-road. That's the only three modes I use. I could probably use user 1, user 2 and set it up, but this does me. So that's Loudon Hill over there. There's a statue up there. Never been up there. It's not my cup of tea. And this is a wind farm we're coming through. You find a lot of these in Scotland, wind farms. And there is talks about opening up the roads that the wind farm engineers use. So this is all nice and tarmacked. Maybe put it back into urban mode, touring mode. So this has been tarmacked. This wasn't like this before. Yeah, so this takes you basically right through the wind farm. It has been a wee while since I've been up here, right enough. Well, that road that was tarmac there, the way the gravel that was on, that was like this all the way up here. So they have kind of maintained the road. Big eagle there, look, or a hawk. So I'm really only going over to my cousin's because I normally go and see him once a week. He doesn't really get out, he's not been out on his bike. He's actually getting rid of a few of his bikes. Well, his last couple of bikes, he's finally got rid of them. He's got medically he can't really ride a bike just now. He's hoping to get out next year. I hope he does. It'll be good to get back out on the road with him again. But I normally go and try and see him at least once a week, and then I go and see my mother once a week as well, at least once a week. I see her probably more than once a week. But yeah, so this is a wind farm going through a field. Yeah, so see, there's talks about opening up the main road. I'll call it the main road, but the kind of main artery for the windmills. Because there's a main artery, then they'll branch off to the windmills. So they're talking about opening up the main artery, so you can drive right across the top of that. There's also one at Eaglesham as well. You can sort of drive through. But it's strange, I was talking to my friend who's English, and we were talking about the differences between England and Scotland. And we find it funny that big truck, he wins. I'll let him go past. Yeah, so me and my friend are talking about the differences between Scotland and England. We find it strange that in England you can green lane in England, whereas in Scotland it's kind of frowned upon. And in Scotland you can well camp, like there, you could well camp anywhere in there. There, not so much, because that's probably somebody's farm, that they kind of frown upon that. But there, I mean, if I came along here with a tent and decided I want to camp, I could camp there and nobody would say anything. That's the only thing about coming here. You got horses coming down. Want to make sure I'm far enough away from the horse before I put on the throttle. Don't want to scare the horse. Yeah, you should always, if you see horses and stuff, you should definitely always either stop and let them pass, or go past as slow as I did. There's a lot of, I can never pronounce how you say it, but there's a lot of horse places around here. Can never say it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop just before I get to my cousin's. I'll stop the video. Obviously I don't want to video riding into my cousin's house, where my cousin lives. I'll make it around there before he even gets there. Yeah, you just need to watch like corners like that where you can't see because of the hedge. Yeah, it's a nice wee run just to my cousin's for here, especially coming this way. The mentalists coming down, look. Round here there's a main cycle route that runs, I think, from Glasgow to Edinburgh, I think that's the route, and this is part of it. This, so you need to watch out this road, you need to watch out for horses and cyclists, and believe it or not, the cyclists are worse than the horses. I've not got anything against cyclists, but you need to admit, sometimes they just think they own the road. There's a road not far from me, and it's actually got a designated cycle path on it, proper cycle path, for a double laner as well, and they still don't use it. They still go down the main road and block the traffic. Then, like I was saying before, I think I was saying before in the video, you need to watch the single track roads like this, because cars and vehicles will see you coming. I think I've not posted that video yet. I went over the Dumfries and Galloway Forestry, and this the road's like this, and I was coming round the corner. The guy, the person driving the car seen me coming and never pulled into the passing place to let me, because I was coming up the hill, he was coming down the hill, so he realistically should have stopped to let me come up the hill. No, he just kept going, and I nearly crashed. No, I crashed into him. I got around him, but it could have been nasty. Yeah, it's used to watch stuff like that. If you're experienced bike riders and you've been riding, you'll know this. I'm just talking mince, getting used to talking to the camera. There's a part of this road that is it's a bit dodgy. Comes in the back of a golf course and it's really tight. What I might do when I stop this video, go and see my cousin, have a coffee and stuff. I'll swap out the battery, got a fresh battery in it so I know it's going to last, and I'll go home via the Eaglesham Road and film that, which is very similar to this, up through a wind farm. I tend to do this most nights after work if it's nice and I've not had too much of a stress day. I'll just jump on the bike and go for a run somewhere. It's quite good. I'm only 20-25 minutes from here, so I could go down there, especially in the summer. Go down there, get myself some fish and chips or maybe an ice cream maybe. Watch all the youngsters with 1.1 cars with big exhausts making a fool of themselves. Or to be young again, eh? To be fair, we used to do that with the sports bikes when we had sports bikes. We used to get down there with the sports bikes with the big loud exhausts. You can't even go fast down the promenade there anyway. They've got big massive speed bumps, but they still drive down it with the exhaust going mental. It's funny. I was talking to my friend, or the boys that are thinking about getting 10 of these 700s, I was talking to them. They've got a Ford Focus ST. No, RS, sorry. They've got the RS. If I called it an ST in front of them, they would gaff their heads. So they've got the RS. And I've said to them, have you been doing the air yet? They're just as antisocial as me. I think that's one of the reasons why I like being a biker. It's because I'm rather antisocial. And you can go for a run, even with mates, friends, but family, go for a run. and you can just spend your time on your bike yourself. And then at the end, when you stop and stuff like that, you can have lunch or whatever and have the wee bit of conversation you want. And then back on your bike and you just ignore everybody again. This guy in this, look, this guy in this Fiesta, look. Absolute trumpet. Absolute trumpet. Try to barge past the cyclists on a narrow road when there's a, and he's still attempted to do it when this is the wee bit I was talking about. It's a wee bit of a dodgy road, so I'll just sneak past her. Now he's going to block me because he can't get past her because he's a idiot. This is the things you need to contend with when you come down roads like this. I dare say you get this in England as well, but I'm waving at him, you idiot. This guy is a trumpet. Is that a guy? Or is that a boy? I mean, a boy. I'm not going to bloody Reggie either. A woman. No offence to women drivers, but she was a trumpet. So this is East Kilbride. Look at him, look, all over the road. People that do my... See, I don't mind cyclists, and I don't mind if they stick to the rules and stuff like that. That doesn't bother me. It's when they do stuff like that, swear over the road, and that's the bit that annoys me. Well, I'm going to pull up somewhere, finish this video off before I get to my cousin's. So see how long this takes, this wee video, and I might actually post this up in between the Isle of Whithorn videos, just depends on how I do the edit and stuff. I'm going to try and muck about this edit and stuff. It's not actually that far from from me and my cousin. It's not that far. Look at this. Absolute Jesus. So, I'm going to sign off for here and go and see my cousin for a wee coffee, and then what I'll do is once I'm back out, I'll stop somewhere and I'll put the video back on and go through eagle swimming up over the house. Hey YouTube, speak to you soon.